Well, hi, it's Gonzalo from Cartelera in Spain. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Okay, let's start. This has to be fast. Well, my first question, it's pretty obvious, but how important was this to bring a big production like this one to Africa?
Well, there's quite a few big productions in Africa. So, this particular story takes place there, and it was important to be as authentic as we can be to the story. It always, Africa has a really good film community, filmmaking community, especially South Africa. I love to work there, so it feels really good.
Cool. So there's a rule in cinema, you probably know it, which is never work with animals or children. In this movie, you do both. So I'd like to ask you, which was the hardest part for you in the movie?
Well, the truth is we didn't work with any animals because none of the other lions are real, but that was probably the hardest part because there weren't any real animals, and it was very sort of complex and complicated to try and make that look, real for the audience. But working with the young girls was amazing. They were, really good to work with, understood what they were doing, what the goals were, and it was fun.
Yeah, I just interviewed them and they are in love with you. So congratulations for that.
Yeah.
Well, I would love to ask you, because you have fought like several monsters, assassins, aliens in your career. Where would the lion be?
I think the lion's up there with, probably the sort of best work in terms of just the complexities of trying to make that look as real as possible. That was definitely something that I can tick off my bucket list.
And how did you end up in a project like this one? I mean, was it Baltasar who called you and asked you, do you want to fight a lion, or?
My Will Packer, the producer, and I, we were always searching for ideas, and he said, hey, I've got this idea, you want to see it? And I read it, I was like, yeah, I want to try that.
Which was the part that you loved about the project when you first read it?
It was the thriller aspect. It was the dynamic between the father and the daughters, and just pulling that all together in one film that felt quite attractive to me.
And working with Baltasar, how was it? Because while watching the movie, I was thinking, oh, this is a Baltasar film. Long shots, a lot of action. The camera is always moving. So how was it working with him on set?
He's really great. I mean, he's such a visionary. He has a lot of ideas, and he's collaborative. It's not like he comes and said, "I want to do it this way," and nobody else has a point. No, he always would let us all into his vision.
Cool. Okay, they are telling me that it's a wrap.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'd love to ask you a lot, but congratulations for the movie.
Thanks, brother. See you later.
Os mováis, ¿de acuerdo?
¿Dónde ha ido?